Welcome to Takumi Go. In this video, we will go through the highlights of 2023 Go news from the Chinese and Korean Go world. So let's start. The information of Chinese tournaments are much harder to find comparing to the Japanese tournaments because the Chinese are not very good at managing the records. I think it's really something the Chinese need to learn. Because even for Europe or the America, where Go is not as popular as in the East Asia, they have well-managed records of players and tournaments. But in China, they did not do the records really well. Anyway, let's take a look. The first title tournament in China after the COVID would be the Tianyuan tournament. In this tournament, Mi Yuting wins 2 games against Dan Yifei. Both of them are world champions. And it's good to mention that Dan Yifei played very good in the 2023. Unfortunately, when it come to the final, Mi Yuting was a master in final games. And he beat Dan Yifei and secured his title. So we can see that the winner awards of the Chinese tournaments are much less than the Japanese one. It's only about 56,000 US dollar, but considering the price level in China, it's also a great amount. Then is the tournament of King of the Kings. I have Weiqi to search this tournament and I could not find an English translation of this tournament. So in Chinese it's called Wan Zhong Wan, and literally is King of the Kings. It's a tournament that only allow the top players in China to participate, and is now the greatest tournament in China with 800,000 Chinese yuan as winner award. In this year, Li Weiqi have become the champions of this tournament. You may not heard of the name of Li Weiqi before, because he did not perform very good in the world tournaments, but he is a great player in China. It's not a surprise that he could win this tournament. We can see there are many good players in China and the competition is very great. Then is the Best National Player Tournament. Again, I could not find the English translation for this, so I translated the word "国手" to Best National Player. This kanji literally means nation, and this means hand. They would refer hand as a Go player. Anyway, Ding Hao beat Ke Jie and secured his title. We can see that this is not the first time Ding Hao beat Ke Jie. Ding Hao already beat Ke Jie for a few times. In China, many Go fans would see Ding Hao be the greatest challenger for Xin Jinzhou. And then let's go to the Chanqi Cup. In the Chanqi Cup, Wang Xinghao beat Mi Yuting and get his first national championship. Wang Xinghao is a rising star in 2022 and 2023. However, despite he got a championship in the national tournament, he still could not get a better result in the world tournaments. At his age, Ke Jie already got his first world championships. So Wang Xinghao really need to catch up and get better results in 2024 in order to challenge Xin Jinzhou to become the best player in the world. Then we have the Mingren. This word is the same as the Meijin in Japan. So in this tournament, Mi Yuting beat Ke Jie and secured his title again. So Mi Yuting secured 2 titles, the Mingren and Tianyuan. And lastly, we have the GBA Cup. GBA stands for the Great Bay Area, which is centralized in Shenzhen and Hong Kong. The winner is Yang Kai-wen. Yang Kai-wen is even less popular than Li Weiqi. So many foreign Go players may not heard the name of Yang Kai-wen before. Yang Kai-wen have the same age as Ke Jie, but he is not a world champion. His tournament results get better in 2022 and 2023. I think it is also one of the examples that AI helped him to improve steadily. Here is the chart. In the top 20 players showing in the Go rating, there are 16 Chinese players. and the highlighted one got a national championship. We can see that Ke get nothing. Ke could not get any championship in China and both world tournaments. So 2023 is really a bad year for Ke. Many co-players and I believe that Ke is still a very strong player. But if he could not give out more effort in Go, it's hard for him to get more world championships. Currently, he has 8 world championships. It's still far from Li Chanhao, who has got 17 world championships, and Li Sedol, who has got 14 world championships. So it's really difficult for Ke to catch up with the Korean legends. Now, let's take a look to the Korean Go news. As I do not understand Korean, I could not provide a lot of information to you. But anyway, let's take a look. So, Korean Go League Kids team wins the championship. I could see that Korea Go community now focused a lot to the league, which I think is a bit strange, because I don't think Go is suitable for a league. Go is not a team sport. In both Chinese league or the Korean league, Go players do not work as a team. They just play their own game. In that case, I don't know why people would support a team. People would just support the player they like, right? I don't know the meaning of grouping the players to play as a team, because they won't work together. Unlike esports like the LOL, players need to work together in order to win. I don't think it's really attractive to promote Go League. But I think Korean thought that League is the modern system for professional sports. As a result, Korea put a lot of effort in Go League, but to put less effort in the title tournaments. And in 2024, the Korean League will introduce the foreign ace system. So in the Korean, there will be some Chinese player to play with their Korean team. And by introducing foreign aid, the competition will be more intense and interesting. Then, Shin Jin-so, for the first time ever, breaks the annual win record with over 100 wins. In this year, he finally got 111 wins and 15 losses. That means in 3 days, he would win a game. It's a crazy result. Really, really crazy. He is now really invincible in Korea. He's not invincible to Chinese player. He lost a few games to the Chinese player. But he is invincible in Korea. Incredible record. Usually, a player obtain 70% of win rate is already very great. 88% is insane. And then, lastly, Kim Yoon-jin has won against Trojan in the 7th Women's Key Zone. So, she has also become the youngest and fastest player to reach 9 dan. Kim Yoon-jin was accused to use AI cheating in an online tournament a few years ago, I think when she was around 12 or 13 years old. Now she was 16 years old, and she won against Trojan and got a women's championship in Korea. As we all know, Trojan dominated the women's world of Go for many years already. Now, Kim Yoon-jin may be the new challenger to the Emperor of Trojan. I think we could definitely looking forward to her performance in 2024 or even in the future. Could she give us some surprise like Trojan did in 2022, getting a first runner-up in the World Go Tournament? Maybe Kim Yoon-jin could also give us some surprise by beating more male players. That's all for the Go news in China and Korea. In the next video, which will be the last video for the 2023 highlight, we will finally go through the World Tournaments.